Hello everybody and welcome back to another love and relationship pick a card reading. So this one is what would happen after you had hooked up with someone. I'm not sure what the terminology is, because that's an American phrase, hooked up. Does that mean like you had sex, or does it mean, I don't know, kissing or whatever? But either way, we're covering both. So like if you're in a relationship with someone and you're thinking about someone else, first of all, if you're thinking about someone else, that doesn't mean you are in love, okay? Because you shouldn't be thinking about someone else if you're in a relationship. So maybe think about that as well. But yeah, hooking up for me means anything. It can be, you know, a little grab of the crotch or whatever, anything. So we're going to look at that here. But in regards to like sex, when you have sex with someone, you're exchanging energy. And another question I want you to ask yourself: do you want to absorb their energy? Like, what's going on in their life? Are they, you know, not making the best choices in life? Are they ambitious and you like that? Well, if they're ambitious and you like that, maybe you could have sex with them. Like, just think about that. Do you want to absorb that energy is what I'm trying to get across here. Also, in my last pick a card, I've mentioned that I'm doing competitions. I'm doing one, and how you enter is the link to my new Facebook page is down in the description. And if you go and like the page, just actually follow the post. It tells you what to do to enter. And yes, I will be announcing that probably after this video, who has won. And yeah, I'll do more and more of these as time goes on. Also, I will be posting on that Facebook page like live readings and showing you a bit more into my life and stuff. Not like super private things, but like more of my photos of my life and stuff like that. Also, I just want to say, take whatever resonates in this reading, because these are general readings, and a lot of the times you watch pick a card after pick a card, and you're getting the same synchronicities, and you're kind of like, ooh, and then you start to get a little bit obsessed with it. Do not get obsessed, because most of the time you're hearing what you want to hear, and the universe is showing you that because they want you to get to a different point in your life, okay? So in order for you to get going in the direction they want you to, they'll tell you what they want. They know that you'll listen to, okay? So just remember that as well. And if it's something I say or another tarot reader says doesn't happen, and you've been hearing it left, right, and center, don't take that out on us. We're the ones just passing the message, okay? Nobody really does that on here, but I just wanted to voice that more to you guys, because I know it's happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of people around me as well, where they've just been like, I don't like tarot anymore because this happened and it wasn't what said was going to happen. Da, 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 da. I've done that. But over time you realize, when you look back, this is the way it had to go. This is the way you had to find out in order for you to go in that direction. Anyway, I've been rambling too much. If you want a private reading where I can go more in depth, and the links and everything are down in the description. Also, the timestamps are down in the description too. And this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. And let us begin with pile number 1. Hello, anybody that has chosen the first pile. So I'm probably going to show the cards and kind of like come up close, and the sound might be a bit different here. It's just because I cannot see if the light is reflecting or not. Okay, very interesting energy. Can I just say to start off that I do feel like a lot of you are very psychic. And you might not know that already. You might not know that yet. It's just, yeah. This person that you're thinking on is something, it's part of your awakening, let's just say, okay? So let's start with down here. Go with a strength card. As you can see, that lion is injured in that card. So for me, after you guys would, like, you know, get together, it's going to trigger some old wounds. And you can see this lady she's trying to fix this paw here. So for me, the lion will roar. So you're trying to help the lion, the animal, it's going to roar because there's pain being released, okay? This could be your pain, their pain, or just both of you releasing something that you didn't expect would happen. So this could be something to do with the past. This could be you getting back with an ex. For me, a lot of it's either an ex or someone that has come along for you to release any past life karma, or even just any like trauma that you've went through in maybe other relationships, or that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. So after you guys would have hooked up, physically, you're going to see their reaction and their like, I can feel like there is a lot of crying or sadness here in some way or another. We also have the moon reversed here. So the Three of Swords, for me, it's usually about heartbreak, but it's beside the Strength card, it's like heartbreak, but you were thinking that this would have happened anyway, and now you're sad because of what you know now in the future. When this happens, if it does happen, after it, you will be like, okay, things have changed now because I've known about something that I found out over here. I have the moon reversed, and that is indicating to me, along with the High Priestess reversed, that's indicating to me that there is they're going to say something to you, or vice versa, but I really feel like this is to do with the other person because yes, I'm picking that up mostly, but just take what resonates. Sorry. The moon reversed for me next to the High Priestess is telling me that they will be thinking a lot about something that they shared with you. And we'll talk about this in a minute, but they were in a point, I feel like, when this kind of situation is happening, it feels like they're at a point where they're very vulnerable and they open up to you and they're not really sure why they opened up, but they did it anyway, and now they're kind of like thinking like, oh god, the secret is out. I don't want people to judge me, or I don't want people to know this part of my life or whatever. And as well, this will be a lesson for both of you. With the High Priestess reversed, it's kind of the way that I read reversals very differently comparing to what the energy is, and what I'm feeling from this is there'll be a lesson for both of you. So whatever the emotional attachment is from the Strength card and the Three of Swords, like there will be a little bit of heartbreak, or there's just a bit of sorrow, more so, not really heartbreak, more so sorrow. It's going to be like a lesson for you and the other person, and you more so is to do with your awakening and going within. Okay? Now up here we have Taurus. Taurus. So I just want to mention this now because we have it here. Because I may as well mention it here now because I'm going to have to start talking about it. But this oracle card, it says intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. Okay. And again, we have a lot of I here with these three cards. Well, I'm looking at that center as an I. That's the way I always see it. It's like that's why where I'm getting the going within. And this card is reversed. This one. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So mainly here, what I'm feeling is you're going to feel like there's something drawing you to this person. And that's why I'm picking that up, that there's a lesson needing to be learned here. You're being drawn to this person because you have to learn something about yourself. And they also need you to kind of help them realize something that they're not comfortable sharing with them. You're more comfortable like working on yourself, whereas this person you're thinking about is not, okay? So the truth is kind of, for me, it seems like what I'm seeing is like how you two might possibly want to hook up is you're going to be listening to each other and you're going to be sharing stories, and I'm feeling like there's a lot of empathy, and because of the intoxication and distorted view, it's kind of saying like, you know, if you're having a couple of drinks, then things get a little bit more like you're letting your guard down, and then it's like a truce and you both kind of give in. So that's kind of why the sex would happen, is because through empathy, you're showing empathy for each other in this situation. And it's not necessarily, for me, it's not a bad thing. Like, you might think, oh, some of you might not drink, but it's just like something is changing your view on the situation, and then you kind of, you know, come to this like agreement, like, okay, let's just do it, okay? And with the Ace here, this is the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. It's overall, it's something that you need to do for your soul, because the Ace of Pentacles and then this card above it, it's telling me that understanding more of this person is what you need. You need to start doing more of that. You need to start understanding people and not being afraid to, you know, try out things or ask people on dates, all of these kind of things. It's really what life for me and your soul is wanting you to do is learn about people. learn about the nature of people. Like, everyone has a different nature. Everyone is a different sign, for example, and everyone is a different element. So with the center of this, it's the sun sign. So it's kind of saying, you know, don't always focus on spirituality. Go out into the world and, you know, enjoy the 3D world. That's what I'm feeling. So your soul is calling you to this connection for you to understand that. That's what the energy I'm getting from this. And then this card, it's the Princess of... What elements are we here? We have earth and we have water. So we have some emotions. Okay, I'm really feeling like this is the Divine Masculine is fantasizing about what if we could do this or what if that, and it's very you know, like looking at this princess dancing in under a waterfall. It's very like, you know, fairy tale, and there's crystals there, and there's like, it's just looking at it, I'm like, really? I don't know, I don't believe it. So it's kind of fantasy for me, and something is telling me from this card, you are very, very kind, and you're someone who shows a lot of empathy, and that, for me, sometimes can get you in situations where you don't want to be. So just as well, if you're not comfortable, make sure you set boundaries with people in the future. I'm not really talking about this connection, but I'm just saying people are attracted to you because of your kindness as well. Because here we have, you see clearly. Okay, and clairvoyance. So that you are, with all of these eyes, and she's covering here, she's like, you know, covering one eye. That's like a symbolism of like your, you know, in, what do you call it, the Illuminati? I don't know, I don't really follow that crap, but Illuminati and all of that, like the third eye, whatever. I just seen that from like, I don't know what album cover it is, but most of them have that hand over the eye. So I'm really feeling, yes, this is part of your awakening, because in the center here we have this card. And normally that card is like that. So it's, when it's like this, I always see it as you're shifting, you're going up through your vibration. Your vibration is rising. But in order for us to, we have to come back down again. So we have to go through something that might be a little bit hard, might be like really hard on us, but when we go and do the work within, then we rise up even further than we were before. That is the energy I'm getting from this, okay? So overall, that is what would happen if you were to hook up with this person. You would have some sort of an awakening that might be a little bit hard. I'm not really seeing how this would work out as a relationship, because you're having to heal someone here, and they're not comfortable, they're not ready with their secret over here. So it's, yeah, that is all I have to say. But it's really, I'm saying, you know, don't panic about anything, just go with the flow and see what it is. It's not as bad as I'm making it out, but I'm just saying this because I want you to know why these things happen to us. Pay attention to the numbers 222 as well, because that's just a sign to tell you, like, okay, it's fine, it's fine. This is all about balancing things, the energy. Okay, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Please give this a like if it helped you out in any way, and subscribe and click the notification bell to stay in the loop of when I upload next. And yeah, I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, anyone that has chosen pile number 2. Okay, I was staring at the cards here for a little minute, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And okay. I'm picking up loads of different things here, but let's just begin. I will start down here first, and then work our way up to the more higher consciousness. So, with this star card, it's reversed. From this, I'm seeing that neither of you or this other person, but more so you'll not really be affected by this connection on like a divine level, or like it's a soulmate kind of thing. Because I'm feeling like that's the energy of this reading. You for me, you're a very hot-headed person. You might be a fire sign, and you may also, you know, not really take any shit from people. That's what I get from you. Your energy is really cool. You're really cool. And sometimes you might feel like you're too cool for a lot of people, because a lot of people just don't understand you. But that's absolutely fine. I like this energy. I love it. With this Knight of Pentacles, I also feel like right now you're just at that point where all you're really thinking about is taking things slow and just moving at your own pace with anything that is in regards to relationships and things. You're just kind of like taking things slow. So this is really to do with as well finding love. You're just really like, I feel like you might have tried out a few relationships, and now you're just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to hook up with people, and whatever happens, happens. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this. So yeah, just right now, you're trying to stay hydrated. And over here, right, I don't know, this is weird, I'm getting this message. So, with this Eight of Swords, this is to do with the other person. Like, maybe if you were to hook up with this person, they might say some things that you wish they didn't say, or I'm really thinking that they are feeling like, oh, why did I say that? And they're just kind of really stuck in their own head about the aftermath of everything. They're kind of like, oh no, she's probably going to think I'm some kind of weirdo or creep, because, I don't know, something that might have happened might have been strange, or, I don't know, they might have tried to whisper something in your ear, and it's also, I'm getting like a weird vibe of like some kind of strange fantasy or like bondage type. This card is very like 50 Shades of Murder. No, it's like with the swords and everything, it's weird. It's like they've got a weird fantasy. But I feel like funnily enough, you're the kind of person that's not like, you wouldn't say no to it. You're very adventurous, but I don't know. You just would kind of, I don't know, something about this person, like the sex happened and everything that was fun, and you were like, whatever, cool. But the whole energy of this isn't about this other person. It's about you, and I'm going to talk about you in a minute. Because with the Four of Cups, I'm feeling like we have this card here as well. So this is the Three of Cups, okay? And it says abundance, and that's literally what you are. You're wanting to live a more abundant life, and just, enjoy what you can in this physical world, and just enjoy friends and enjoy having sex with people, and you're just all about that. You're like, whatever, I can do what I want. And this Four of Cups, it's funny. There's three cups here, and then there's one up here that's a little bit more, fabulous. This is the cup that your mom tells you not to take off the shelf in case you smash it. So it's like you're not, you're not ready to settle down just yet, because you don't want to be in this bored relationship. You don't want to be, you want to be more adventurous for a little bit longer. And if you were to get in a relationship with this person, it would end up being like, both of you doing your own thing in your office and, not really talking, and it just would be a bit of a boring relationship, and it wouldn't really go anywhere. So I think you already know that. So, yeah. With abundance here as well, I'm just really seeing, the thing is, I think, I'm just hoping that's not reflecting funny. I think with this card, the thing is, that people hurt people. Like, you're not some, like, you've experienced maybe some hurt in the past, and that people hurt people, and I don't think that you have issues trusting people, but you just are waiting for someone who, you wouldn't have sex with like straight away or hook up with straight away, because you would feel the connection, you would want to work on it more. So you're just waiting for someone to come along that actually gives you that click, that spark, okay? Also, I really feel like you're the type of person that you don't let people get to you. And you're, like, at the beginning of this, I kind of said how if you have sex with people, like, you exchange that energy. I feel like you're someone who can make sure that someone doesn't stick to you. Because at the end of the day, like, people who do love spells and all of this, like, if someone doesn't have the intention of someone, wanting them or pursuing them, you can't really change. You can't say, oh, I'm putting a spell on Justin Bieber to fall in love with me. No, that doesn't work like that. He has no intention. He doesn't even know you. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of energy I'm getting from this. It's like you can have these interactions with people from different walks of life and whatever, and you can get to know them, have a little bit of fun. Because these two snakes are the yin and the yang kind of, and they're, they come in there together to, have a little look at each other. And that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is you are someone who's very, very strong. You know what you want, and if you want to go out and have fun, kiss someone, or grind on someone, do that, because you can. You don't get emotionally attached. You are just like enjoying the abundance, and you like taking things to new places, and just yeah, I really like this energy. We have the moon here as well, and from this card, it's like, this is why I was like, we're down here with the bondage and stuff. So so anyone that is into that kind of, or some kind of weird fantasy, I don't know if you're necessarily into that, like sexually, but you have a dark and strange mind. I don't know why I'm picking this up from the, I think it's because this moon card is very dark, and it's dark because it's black and white, like, but it's just, I love this. I never really picked this up from this main character. It's like, you've got a really dark and strange mind, and I feel like you don't think that you can share that with a lot of other people. And I also have this from this card with the two horns coming out here. Like, always see this card as someone who people are very drawn to, and they think they know this person, and they think like, oh, I'm best friends with you, and yeah, I know this and I know that, but like, really, a lot of people don't know you, is what I'm getting. They don't know the real you. They don't know that, you know, fucked up part of you. And you are quite comfortable with keeping that a secret. This is the only thing that I want to say, and it's something that you need to realize, is the main message for you that I'm getting here is, don't be afraid to be you to people that you're surrounded by. Say what you want to say. Say crazy things that people might feel uncomfortable about. Because let me tell you, you are changing in so many ways, and I feel like this past 4 or 5 years, you've just changed so much, and you're like, wow, I cannot believe where I am. Like, because with this this powerful personal growth, it says, for me, the energy of this card is like, you've really come out of your shell. Literally, because she's holding that big shell there in that card, and it's like, you're now like fully trying to embrace who you are, and you love who you are as a person. But over here, and it's funny, both of them, whoever out there has lovely red hair, hi, I love red hair. This one says, strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. This is a very symbolic piece of imagery here, so it's like you're trying to protect yourself, okay? So, you know, try and, yeah, go out, explore, take risks, do things that you're not afraid of, whatever, but just don't, you know, shut people out that want to get to know you. So if anyone is acting like a little bit weird around you, it's because you're letting off that energy like, I am not going to connect with you because you don't get me. If you put out that energy of people not really understanding you, people won't understand you, and things will be a little bit awkward. That's what I'm getting from all of this energy. But yeah, that's kind of all I see for you, pile number 2. Oh, that's 11 minutes. Okay, good. So if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe and click the notification bell to be in the loop of my next reading and when I upload. And also leave a comment down below of your situation, because you guys seem like a really cool bunch of people. My kind of people. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, anyone that has chosen pile number 3. So, let me begin by saying that the main messages I'm getting here is a third person. Like, someone who is in a relationship, or... And if that doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry, but that's kind of the main thing I'm going to be going through here today. Funny as well, the energy of the pile 3 is this third party situation. Or if it isn't in your life right now, you may have had something happen to you in the past, okay? Where maybe you have been cheated on before, and now you're kind of wanting to, you know, stray from your partner, is what I'm seeing. But I am just saying this now, I am not judging you at all because of the situation. It seems like you're not in a place where you're completely content with whatever is going on in your situation. It feels like to me that you are wanting to escape from a situation that you were in, and that is why you're probably looking towards people who are giving you attention and who are bringing that excitement back into your life. It's like you're looking from the distance and you're seeing, or not, you're like, it's like you're trapped and you're like looking out the window and you're seeing people, like maybe you're on a bus or something and you're seeing couples being romantic and stuff like that. And I don't know, it just feels like you're not really feeling that if you are in a relationship. If you're not, just maybe refer back to if you're previous relationships, if there was third-party situations there, and try and resonate with that. But now I'm just going to kind of go with the general of what I'm feeling for the majority of you will pick up and resonate with this. So we'll start down here. You actually have three cards came out for this. So we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card that is represented by marriage. So that is another thing that could be for some of you. You may be in you may be married or something, and you also, some of you may have kids, and even some of you might even have grandchildren, because I always feel like that with this card. Or you're thinking about that, or that lifestyle that you want to just, you know, settle down with someone, have kids and then grandchildren and all of that, and that's kind of what you've wanted for some time. But things now are starting to change, because the Nine of Swords reversed is telling me that somewhere deep within your soul, you are being called to have these, right, you're not really thinking about it right now maybe, but you're trying to not think that if I was to hook up with anyone, or this person that you have in mind, that it wouldn't be that bad of a thing, because I'm not happy, and for a lot of you, I feel like you're not being treated like you're even acknowledged in any way, because oftentimes when people want to cheat, it's either that they are lousy people and they don't care at all. But for me, it feels like the person that you're with doesn't care about you, so you're just wanting attention from somewhere else, and you aren't happy where you are right now. With the Page of Pentacles as well, I'm really feeling like this person has really changed you. Whoever you were either with in the past or with currently, they changed you, and you're just wondering how to get out of that situation, or you're wondering how to heal from previous situations maybe. With the Page of Pentacles here, also, can I just say that your thoughts and your actions are your responsibility, and that's kind of why I'm looking at this card, kind of like thinking, you're trying not to think about what the outcome would be, but really, whatever you decide to do, whatever your actions are, it's your responsibility. However, I'm not bashing you for that, because I'll talk about that in a second. But I'm just letting you know that trying not to think about it doesn't actually help the situation. It just causes a bigger problem. Like, you can minimize the problem if you try and think and do a bit of like meditation or something like that. Would help you a lot. With the Page of Pentacles is you definitely want to try something new. You want a new experience, and you're looking for opportunities where you wouldn't normally, it's not opportunities, it's like you're going into like a different bar or a different location to find someone that might be a possible like target. Not target, but it's just like you're looking for a different connection with someone, and any connections you've had thus far are not really doing it for you. Over here with the person that you're thinking about, I have the Nine of Cups, and whoever this person is, they love how welcoming you are. Some of you might even know them, like they might be a hostess or in a restaurant or in a bar, or this might be you as well. But really what they think about you is that you are so welcoming. And I feel like that the connection that you two have when you meet each other, it's always just like, hey, how are you? The way she's like holding out her hands, and it's like, oh, give me a hug, and it's very flirtatious and fun. But there's no real harm in the flirting right now. It just seems like it's very welcoming. And this bar woman, like, look at her, she's behind her bar, and you know, not a lot of people like working at a bar, find it like really stressful and hard work. But this bar woman, she's like, she wants to keep her customers happy. So a little bit of flirting isn't going to go anyway, like isn't going to, you know, affect anyone. It's going to cheer people up. So what I'm feeling is there has been flirting here, definitely, and both of you've been maybe flirting and they've been maybe flirting, and now it's starting to, you know, this is what I'll be talking about. There's definitely a lot of sexual energy going on here with you and this person that you have in your mind. With the Five of Swords, though, is kind of the overall emotions, three people again. And the overall emotions that I'm feeling from this is, right, we all love playing games sometimes in our life. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, you'd like to play games with people. It's not always like horrible, but I'm just saying, don't fight and play games with people who aren't worth it. If the outcome is just going to cause you to regret, I shouldn't regret anything. I don't regret anything that's happened in my life, but it's always on some level we do regret things, even though we say we don't. That makes no sense, Joe. You know what I mean? Like, at the beginning, we regret it, and then as time progresses, we learn what the lesson was here. But in the beginning, it's kind of like saying, you don't have to get into this with this person, the person who you were thinking about, and the person that you may have been with in the past or are currently with. I'm feeling like it's this person, this guy here, who has it all together. I don't know if you can see the card. They're wearing their waistcoat, and they've got like, this is, it feels like this is their territory, and you two are coming up and kind of stealing, not stealing, but using what's his against him. So using his words against him is kind of what I'm feeling here. So there will be a little bit of conflict, is what I'm feeling, if you were to hook up with this person. Now, the Knight of Fire in this card, for me, there is a lot of sexual energy, okay? Definitely, if you two were to hook up, the sexual energy is going to be on another level. And I really feel like it's going, if it was to happen, it would be very impulsive. It would just be like, oh my god, rip my clothes off, let's do it. Seriously, that is the energy I'm getting from this. It's like, you can't even control it. Once it starts, it's not going to stop. There's not like, oh, we shouldn't do this, I have a partner. It's like, literally, like, let's do this. Come on, okay, get your clothes off. This Prince of, it's Earth and Air, actually. I'm looking at the way that they're latching on to the, what is that? I thought it was a pentacle, but I'm going to take it as a pentacle because I got that intuitively. With this card, I'm feeling like if you really do trust in your decision, okay, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hook up with this person, and whatever happens, happens. You will still get beaten down by people, okay? You'll have even other people like saying, how could you do that? Karma's going to get you, blah, 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 blah. But listen, people who are afraid of making mistakes and trying different things, like here, we have it here, trying different things, let them, just ignore them. We all make mistakes and we all learn from them. I'm not saying that this is a mistake. I'm saying that if you trust in yourself and you want to do what you want to do, and you know that this is the right choice, then do it. Because however, I do honestly think, because it's over here and it's screaming at me and it's saying, you know, there's another way of going about this as well, and it's the other thing that you're afraid of doing. So people are afraid of making mistakes, but I feel like you have a problem with sorting things out before they are a mistake sometimes. So it's really, for me, it's like you're afraid to talk to this person, and I really feel like if you are wanting to go through a breakup, you feel so trapped that you don't even know what to say, because they have manipulated you into a way that you can't even explain to people. It's like, I don't know how to break up with this person because I'm so trapped in everything that they've said to me before. One minute they say they love me, the next minute they're telling me that I'm fat and I'm like this and I'm like that, and all of that kind of energy is what I'm picking up from this. And it's a horrible feeling to try and explain to people that you love how your situation, and they just don't get it. They're like, why are you so stupid? It's hard. It is really hard, but you can do it, okay? I've done it. I had to make a sacrifice and end my relationship, and if you want to make things easier for you quicker, this is the right way to go about it. And your mind is telling you, so your thoughts are really telling you to do it, but you are just like, oh, the emotions are there, I don't know how to handle them. Set your emotions aside. I love this card, actually. The way that she, in this card, it's like she's trying to hold her mouth and she's like, oh god, I'm gonna be so hurt. Like, it's like things are just whoosh, moving really fast for me in this, and that's what it's like. It's like, so whatever you're feeling emotionally, just ignore it. Try and ignore it, and think logically about how you want to go about all of this, okay? Here is where I'm feeling the trapped energy. It's like your soul has been trapped, okay? So for me, I always pick this card up as like a prison. So it's like your soul, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, is trying to escape, is trying to break out, and it's trapped. But it's obviously it's your external environment that is causing this to happen. So things around you are making you worry about things. And over here, I have count your blessings. And for me, it's saying to me that you don't actually realize that you have it quite good. Not trying to say that you're a selfish person for doing things and blah 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 and all of this. And saying you should be grateful, because like we always hear that you should be grateful, but it's like think more into who do you have around you that can give you support. There is people that will support you. Who around you knows a little bit about this kind of situation? Do you have any friends that have went through this? And like, what are the consequences of you to, you know, hook up with someone over, you know, just ending it with someone? Like, those are your two options here at the minute, is what I'm feeling. Because at the end of the day, what goes around comes around, and it's the three fates. I love when this card comes out. It's like karma will get whoever needs to get the karma. So do what's in alignment with your own path, okay? Because no one walks your path. You're the only one that can do that, okay? So just do whatever works for you, is what I'm feeling. And at the end of the day, if this person that you are with has really treated you horrible, I don't think karma's going to come back for you for, you know, hooking up with someone. It's just the way it is. It's like, don't be afraid to make mistakes because of someone who's changed you in a way where you can't even explain who you are anymore. You just feel like you're so lost. And that's why you're needing to come back to yourself and count your blessings and say, listen, I have my health, I have this, I have that. Maybe my mindset's a little bit fucked up at the minute, but that will heal it as well once I get out of this internal prison that I'm in because of whatever is going on here. But yes, that was very deep. I hope you guys are doing okay. If you need any if you need a personal reading, my link is down below in the description box, and I can give you further guidance on this, because it seems like it's a little bit of a head wreck, and I would be very if this is resonating, I would be very glad to work with someone who's going through this, because I went through this and it isn't easy. So yeah, there you go. If you like this video, give it a like and click the notification bell to be informed of when I upload next. That's all I have for you guys, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, anyone that has chosen pie number 4. So, let us just kind of say here that the main thing that I'm going to be talking about here is healing, is what I'm feeling. Healing is what I'm feeling. Okay. Over here we have the other person, over here we have you, and kind of like the aftermath right now. We're going to talk about that. So down here I have the Judgment. So for me, I really feel like with this card, like if you were to hook up with this person, you already know what the outcome would be. And for me, it's like with the Judgment card, it's kind of saying you should just do it, okay? And almost like saying, finally, you're expressing yourself a little bit differently to the ways you used to do it before. And it's kind of like a wake-up call for you. It's like, you know, life can be, you can do this in life sometimes and try it out and see how it works for you. That's kind of what I'm feeling from this card. So like after you would hook up with this person, it would kind of more so be about you and your own experience with that. And not necessarily with that person. More so of you exploring your sexuality, kind of is what I'm feeling from it. And because we have the Queen of Wands here in reverse. Hope you can see that. Queen of Wands in reverse, and right after, you're going to feel a little bit restless after this hookup, and you don't want to do that. I really feel like it's not in your best interest to feel bad for, you know, hooking up with this person and then just kind of maybe thinking like you want to cut them off and just like, you know, I don't really want to do anything more. You're kind of thinking like, should I message them and pretend that I had fun? I'm not saying you won't have fun, because I think it's more so about the experience of taking a different taking a different turn in your life, like doing something different than you wouldn't normally do, like just like more adventure, more like being a bit more like, you know, real. Real on like a full-on like egotistical way, like just proper not caring about your spirituality or your spiritual path, just being like, you know what, I'm here and I need to just treat myself, okay? Over here we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So for me, it's like, right, you have this opportunity to have this emotional experience with someone, and I'm really feeling like with them, it's no strings attached. Like, no worries, babes. Like, you know, I don't see it going anywhere anyway. It's just like, whatever, let's just enjoy the experience and have sex, you know? So it's kind of like on both sides here, it's the same. It's like, you know, let's just enjoy ourselves, let's have fun. Like, why can't we? Who says we can't? And here with the Ten of Wands, that's someone walking away. And this is kind of so after everything, I do feel like there may be some emotions between the two of you, and you both know that it's kind of silly, or there may be some like ongoing flirting after, and you know, you see each other and you might like grab each other's ass or something like that, like stuff like that, and you're going to probably feel a little bit worried about it, like, oh, are they wanting to have sex again, or that kind of thing. But that will pass. This is all just kind of like, you know, trying to make sure there's no tension there, and just like, yeah, we you know, we know what we done. But that'll all move on, and you'll both move on from that. So don't be worrying about that. I'm getting that message now, and like saying like, you know, do it. Literally, just do it. We have the Devil card here. So for me, that is saying there is a lot of sexual attraction to this person, and that's really all it is. It's just a sexual attraction to someone. And this for me is a way for you to release your pain that you maybe have been holding on to. Some of you are holding on to some pain that has been with you for quite some time, and now it's time for you to rewrite your own script and not carry that into this year. Okay, so it's one of the things I feel like that is stopping you right now is this indifference. And with this card, I am feeling like you have so many options. You have a lot of people who are attracted to you, but you're just not really that bothered. And your soul is kind of calling you to just say, you know, there's a lot of people aren't going to be the right match or be the perfect like package. But it's just like, just don't waste your time too much thinking about all of that. Just go for this person that you have in mind right now. That's what my feeling is. Yes, do it. And with this card, I always see this as someone who has been through a lot, all of these little cracks, right? But then they're holding this new CD. And it's like, you are now, you're in the process of creating a different path for yourself, and you're not holding on to all of the things that have happened in the past, and you're, you know, trying to change things around, and it's been on your mind for quite some time, and now what you have to do is keep going with that. So if you do have sex with this person, if you do hook up with this person, keep going, keep exploring that part of yourself. Go on more dates, do things that you wouldn't normally be comfortable with doing, because really that's what life's all about, is getting out of your comfort zone. And with this card, look at her face. She's so pretty. She's like, I you know, I'm very wise when it comes to relationships and knowing exactly what I want. But why can't I just enjoy you know, human contact for once, and literally like let people flirt with me, let people you know, people look at you sometimes and they think you're too cold. Like, people don't know really how to flirt with you because you are a really strong person and you don't let people break those boundaries with you. I'm not saying you should do that, because no, you shouldn't, but like, keep up the boundaries, but just know when to, you know, open the gate a little once in a while. This for me is 4 as well. You chose pile number 4. The signs are with you already, and with her, this angel is like, she's like the dark angel amongst her friends. She's the one that's in. She could be like that kind of like, you know, Scorpio. Definitely fire energy is in this with the wands, but someone who's very fiery and kind of like, you know, how many more signs do you need? Like, we've been giving you signs left, right, and center. People have been messaging you saying how pretty you are, and you're just blatantly ignoring them. And there is some people who message you maybe every day, and you wouldn't have never have thought that they're interested. That's another sign. They're like saying, you know, there's so many people that are messaging you right now, but you're not realizing it. But at the same time, don't take all of these interests as you should fuck with them all. It's like, that's not the message I'm trying to pass. I'm just saying, like, the universe has been giving you a lot of signs, and over here it's saying it's time to take a treat. It's time for a treat. And like, even her face in this card, can you see the card? Sorry. Even her face in this card is like, oh, I've got a treat, but should I really take it? Yes, it's time. You need this. Okay, you need to just treat yourself to a little bit of that, you know, sexy time. Oh god. Sorry, I just stabbed myself in the crotch with a piece of wood. Sorry, splinter. But let me see. That's all really I'm picking up. I don't know really what else to pick up from this other than you need to get out more. Enjoy yourself. Don't feel like you shouldn't do things. Do them. Because at the end of the day, the real main thing here is your healing. And weirdly enough, you exploring your sexuality is a form of you healing something that you will realize probably later in life, or you've already realized, because it's showing up now. So it's kind of saying to you that it's time to let go of the old and bring in the new you, the new person who's not afraid to do things that you wouldn't have done in the past and you wouldn't have agreed with in the past. Now it's time to explore that part of yourself, is what I'm hearing. So I hope this reading was good for you. Please take whatever resonates and just leave the rest of it. And yes, leave a comment down below if this resonated. I'd love to read up on you. And as well, click the notification bell, so you will be in the loop of whenever I post next here on my channel. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.